I'm here, y'all. I'm here. Now, sorry, I'm here and I'm noticing that StreamYard did a thing with their setup that it's like completely new. Uh, it literally I don't know, maybe side-eyed StreamYard a little bit. Let me let everybody know that we live now. OMG, everybody come through, come through, come through. Hi, everybody. I see everybody coming through, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Apparently, there's this thing where, let me show y'all. StreamYard allows you, it's allowing like, it's a beta thing where it's allowing multiple scenes. So this is supposed to kind of help people get ready. So this is me. And then there's this. Well, how's that any different? I guess it's supposed to be easier when you're showing a screen. I see. All right, Linda, I get it. Welcome. They put it says beta, so I must be like the test, I don't know, dummy for them or something. I don't know, something like that. Lord have mercy. I was trying to do a little messy bun and it's really messy. I mean, that's the whole idea, right? Messy bun, messy bun. Messy half bun. See this? No. We not doing this. We not doing this. It's supposed to be a messy bun, half bun. Welcome everybody. As I'm fixing my hair, shout out to everybody in the chat. You woke up with a fat lip. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Ooh, tooth infection. I hate that. I'm so sorry. That sucks. I hate anything regarding teeth. I hate. Let me let everybody know that we live. Shout out to everybody in the chat, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Y'all are amazing. What is today? Wednesday? It is Wednesday, hump day. Shout out to everybody. Y'all, let's see. I've had to shift my stuff around a lot this morning. Let's see, make sure everything's there. Welcome everybody. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You have pink eye. Oh, are y'all okay? Why are y'all waking up with like pink eye and infections and stuff? Like, be careful, okay? I'm sorry. Oh, and that must be painful. Try not to stare at the screen for too long, okay? Shout out to you. Okay, let me see who I have in the house. Sarah, welcome. Nebby, welcome. Lovey Cats, Greek Lady. Andrew, how are you? Jamie, Sarah Lynn, Nebby's in the house. Welcome. Idiot Monkey. We'll be listening, but I'm working, so I won't be actively chatting. This gene thing is wild. It is wild. Marissa Monroe, welcome. Diana Taylor, welcome. Armor, welcome. Unapproachable Light, David, welcome. Christine says, I've arrived. Welcome. Beaker Bop, welcome. Everybody come through. Rhiannon, Smurgy, welcome. Sherelle, welcome. Lady E, good afternoon. How are you? I woke up with a fat lip. Get better, Katie. I promise you got to get better, okay? JD from Philip, welcome. Faster Pussycats is my 80s music. Well, JD, I can't tell you that I can relate because it's like, I'm sorry. So let me just say this, okay? Somebody, subscriber emailed me and said, hey, did you hear about this news? I said, really? Isn't this giving kind of like the same vibe of that one lady? Okay. And I'm sure a lot of us would know who was from Hollywood that also went like overboard and died. And that was a whole bizarre situation too. I don't think it's been like really resolved. But I posted it also in the community wall, and you guys even said, hold up, let's see what you guys said. Yeah, Robert Wagner, Natalie Wood, excuse me. I don't know what I was thinking. Robert Wagner's wife. So we'll look into that. You know what else it reminds me of? You guys remember there was this couple that went on a cruise ship and they had just gotten married. It was like their honeymoon. And very good looking guy. Very good looking guy. This happened in like the early or late 2000s. Yeah. I want to say like early 2000s. They go on a cruise and they're looking, I think his name was George or something like that. And he went overboard and they never found his body. They never found anything. So yeah, it's just a horrible situation. But I find it interesting. Let me just say that much. Morris, how are you? Shout out to you. Simply Monica's in the house. Tinkle Tits. You said F this admin resist. Tinkle. Shout out to my Tinkle Tits, y'all. A lot of us, no worries. Well, it's not vulgar. It says F. You know, F could be a lot of things. F could be freak. F could be all kinds of things. Shout out to you. Brian's wifey, how are you? Platform boobs? Boots, not boobs. platform Boots. Sean P, welcome. Is it hold on? Hold on? Hold on? Is that what you meant to say? Morris, how are you, my love? Dee Dee's in the house. Debbie Smith, Kat K, how are you? Lucinda. All right, everybody's coming. Y'all know I like to greet everybody that comes through. Tu mama, how are you, love? Tina, how are you? Nicola, welcome. Shout out to you. Let's see, Christine. I think we're all right there. Thank you, thank you. We are all upset. We are all upset. Shout out to y'all. I stand with Tinko. I stand with everybody. Listen, I couldn't bring myself to watch. Oh man, I wish I didn't watch. Yes, when you go overboard, your chances of being rescued are slim to none. Well, hey, baby girl, I need to find out, like, what led up to that. That's kind of where I'm at. Like, what led up to this, right? That's what we want to know. And let me just say this, like, it's been a lot of crazy shit happening in the last, I don't know, the first 3 months of the year. We started pretty rocky. We had fires all over the place, just different things that are happening. And maybe airplanes, okay? Now we have people falling off of cruise ships. That's interesting. Hold on. Gotcha. I like that. That's cute. So it's hold on. I love it. All right. Belen, how are you? Happy Wednesday. The other thing I want to say, since I have a lot of people here from the UK, shout out to y'all. I am working on a Liam Payne video, but it's been very hard to do Liam Payne videos because I just get so mad. I know Kate did an interview with a network. We'll talk about that in another video. I need to do a pre-recording for that because it helps me kind of get my thoughts together. And I say a lot of stuff that I'm like, do I really mean to say that? I need to know. I need to know. But yes. Shout out to everybody. I feel like sometimes the early 2000s got switched to some weird other universe that I don't understand. Maybe this is the real Y2K. You ever wonder? What was the real Y2K? Maybe this is the real Y2K. Maybe this is what the real Y2K was about. I'm just saying. Hey, Sylvia, how are you, love? Let's see. So let's talk about it. We have so much to talk about. Hi, Alpine. Shout out to you. Love your I like your picture. Let's talk. Let's talk. We have so much to review, and I did switch up my title. We were going to talk about Andrew Tate. We'll talk about that asshole some other day. I can't with that asshole. I just throw him away, put him away. I cannot. But we have a lot to talk about and a lot to review, so we better get right to it. Do we want to start? Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa is going to be a deal, so we're going to talk about that, and it might take us longer. Casey Anthony apparently has ran away from the internet because the internet is not accepting her, so we'll talk about her. Stephanie Lovins, the racist realtor. Let's talk about that asshat real quick because, lady, let me tell you where I first saw this story. I saw this story about 2 days ago. So Stacy Lovins is from like Ohio. All right, let me cuss, okay? This asshat went to a Mexican restaurant and decided to be stupid. Now, for those that said, well, Rabbit, maybe she didn't know it was a Mexican restaurant. Okay, the Mexican restaurant's name is Cazuelas. You can't get any more Mexican than that. I cannot. Girl, the Mexican restaurant's name is Cazuelas. So you can't get any more Mexican than that. Now, no manches. This is a Facebook post. Said apparently this lady went to a Mexican restaurant in Columbus, Ohio, and had issues with their waiter and left this message on the receipt. Of course, the internet detectives found her place of work and employment and got her fired. Yeah. Okay. And she alleges her credit card got stolen, although the waiter says it was her who he saw. Ooh, okay. So mind you, please note that, a lot of these restaurants, they have like CTV footage. You can't say, well, somebody stole my credit card and wrote that disgusting thing on the receipt. Let's talk about what was written in the receipt. You cannot make this shit up. So they write it. So the bill was $87.84. All right, $87.84. And that's what the bill was. Tip 0, you suck. Total $87.84, $87.84 over 100. Of course. I hope Trump deports you. Don't ever walk into a Mexican restaurant and think you won't get any kind of respect. First of all, that is the definition of fuck around and find out. And then you want to say somebody stole my credit card, y'all. It wasn't me. No, no, Stephanie, who is no longer a realtor, by the way, she got fired. Stephanie Lovins got fired, and immediately when she realized the mistake that she made, she shut down her social media. Like, fuck around and find out. Don't ever go. Let this be a lesson to everybody. Don't ever go to a restaurant, a Mexican restaurant, and think, or any of the, Latino restaurants, and think that you could just do some shit like this and you won't get caught up. Like, literally, nobody owes you anything. Sit the hell down, okay? All right, let me say something. You said, where's the restaurant? I'm calling him a tip. The restaurant is in Columbus, Ohio. And by the way, the waiter is an American citizen. So for those that are saying, she's not being racist, for you to assume that somebody is deportable, that you can deport somebody just because of the way that they look, that, my friends, is being a racist. That you're definitely using your little stereotypes to label somebody who isn't. They just happen to be working there. And you knew she fucked up when she said, I'm going to deactivate my social media. You fucked around and you found out, and that's your karma, my friend. Okay? They even wrote articles about her. This is Newsweek. I love it. I love it because these are the kind, we need attention. This is the kind of attention that people need. Woman loses job after telling waiter, I hope Trump deports you. No. So a real estate agent who was fired from her job after leaving a message on a restaurant receipt telling a waiter that she hopes President Trump would deport him. Newsweek has contacted the restaurant and the woman's former employer for further comment via email outside of the normal office. Why it matters. Since the start of Trump's second term, thousands of undocumented immigrants have been arrested under a major crackdown. Critics say immigration raids sow fear in vulnerable communities. And it's like, people like her that be doing this shit, all right? And I'm telling you, people didn't vote for this, okay? They didn't vote for ladies like this to just come into Mexican restaurants called La Cazuelas and then start spewing bullshit like this, okay? We are not the same. You are not. We're not doing that, okay? Further says, on March 2nd, Stephanie Lovins, while dining at La Cazuela's Mexican Cantina in Columbus, Ohio, left a message for Ricardo, a U.S. citizen serving her. All right? The entitlement is off the charts. And this is what she said. In the signature section of a receipt, Lovins wrote, I hope Trump deports you, followed by 0, you suck. The incident occurred after Lovins grew upset over the restaurant's 1 coupon per table policy. So this little lady comes in here with their book of coupons, I'm assuming, and she's like, I need to get a discount or something. Okay? A restaurant employee who found the receipt shared a photo on social media and it quickly went viral, provoking widespread condemnation and calls for Lovin's termination. It's just not right. Just not right. Fabio said, the head of marketing at La Cazuela, told NBC4. Good. They got interviewed. Lovins initially denied any involvement, claiming on social media that her credit card had been lost or stolen and that someone else had used it. Shut up. You think that the internet is going to let you get away with that? Sit in your racism, lady. Sit in the shit that you did. Sit in it and just allow that. You wrote that in pen, okay? You wrote that in pen. Sit there. I don't think so. She was hacked, guys. No, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Where does it say that she was hacked? That's what she said on a social media post, my blues. Do we know that for a fact? Because the people at the restaurant identified her too. Didn't she think she was going to get caught? So she wrote that ish because a server was following the rules about a coupon. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not buying that she was hacked. I'm not. But hey, let me keep reading, okay? My blues. Is that what she said? It's in ink. Just So this is what she said. She initially denied her involvement, claiming that on social media that her credit card had been lost or stolen and that someone else had used it. My credit card was lost and stolen, and someone else attempted to use it. Thanks for the notifications. This has been reported through my bank, she wrote on Facebook. Thank you for the recent notifications of scammers and profile hackers. I recently discovered a lost and missing credit card and attempted to use and purchase. I appreciate your patience while I manage the situation. The woman's social media account has since been deleted. However, this discovered to be a false statement after the restaurant's CCTV footage. Gotcha. I was like, no, you're doing this to me. I'm like, you got to be sarcastic. Oh my God. Then there was CCTV footage. Okay. You have got to be kidding me. CCTV footage that confirmed that she was inside the restaurant, leading to her termination. Stupid. Over a 2-for-1 coupon, y'all. Y'all, you can't make this up. Over a 2-for-1 coupon. Why are you eating at a Mexican restaurant? Like, if you be trying to deport my people, why are you even eating there? Get out of here. Oh my God. You said, I guarantee you there's no police report on that stolen credit card, right, Jason? Like, because she would have been in trouble, right? Your credit card was stolen. Like, did you think you were going to lie? You ain't gotta lie. Why would you? What? Oh my God. And so then a spokesperson for Century 21, which is the place that the real estate office that she was working at, addressed the incident, stating that the hate has no place within the brand and the situation is being taken seriously. Following an investigation, Century 21 issued a statement condemning Lovin's actions, emphasizing that hate has no place with the brand. Well, good. Shout out to Century 21. Shout out to Century 21 for doing right. Thank you. Thank you. It is depressing. It's been very depressing, honestly. She is not allowed. Y'all see that woman? Don't allow her in no Mexican restaurants. I'm sorry. No. Stephanie Lovins, you are not allowed in any Mexican restaurants or any Latino restaurants. Don't be going to Colombian restaurants. Don't be going to all these other nobody likes you. Although my people would be very accepting of you because we're kind of nice like that. You know what I mean? But seriously, your money's no good here. So people are upset, of course, and I'm glad that it got investigated. And the fact that the lady lied and she turned down her social media, and she's a real estate agent, by the way. Like, real estate would be, and social media would be like where you want to promote your job, literally. Thank you, integrity girl. You get more. You get some. Okay, 2-for-1 on Wednesdays. No more Mexican food for you. Period. We're done. Y'all see Stephanie? The reminder of what she said on that receipt. All right, in Columbus, Ohio. And I'm sorry, she does need to be put on blast. She does. So enough of this POS, because that's what I think she is. Let's talk about another POS. Okay. Oh my God. So everybody's favorite mom of the century. Let's talk about this lady right here. Where did she go? The audacity of this woman, all right? So she thought that she could just come back to social media and that she would be accepted. Did I not pull those receipts on that? Casey Anthony has left social media, y'all. She's mad that the people are not accepting of her. She has her Substack, of course. Now, let me see if I could share this. My stuff is not connected all the way 1,000 yet. Hopefully, we'll get this going soon. Here we go. I accept this. Here it is. Let's talk about Casey Anthony. And So for those that don't know, Casey Anthony went viral because she did a TikTok thing, right? Casey Anthony's TikTok is no longer available. People think that this is Casey Anthony's TikTok. It's not. It's not. I'm gonna tell you guys. So in her last TikTok, she had like 30 subscribers. Hold up. She has shut down her page, Casey Anthony. Her TikTok had Casey. Oh, wait. Is this it? This is my only account. Okay. So she briefly paused it, but she's back. She's back. She's back. So there are like 1,000 Casey Anthony profiles at this point, for those that don't know. All right. This is the one that, well, hold up. This is my only account. Is this it? Yeah, this is her. This is her. I don't follow her, but she went, last time I checked, she had 33,000. She's at 61,000 followers at this point. Okay. Casey DeLulu Anthony, Maramello, you ain't never lie. All right. So let me tell you what's going on with girl. Everybody's commented. She got that 4.1 million views on that video. That's going to be a nice little TikTok check. I'll say that much. She's upset that she is not being accepted into the, I don't know, community, I guess. She writes this speech. For everyone speaking, good, bad, or otherwise, heed your words and make sure you are saying something of substance. Here's the law in Florida about threats, libel and slander, etc. You don't have to be a Florida resident to be charged. Jurisdiction is where the crime was committed, usually. If it's over the internet and you're saying something hateful, slanderous, libel, threatening, bullying, the recipient party can request the jurisdiction to be in the state where they live, not in the state where you committed the act. The internet is not a place, a protected place. My next thread, I will be posting statutes for every one of the 50 states and our territories. Even for those of you saying these things about me, I'm still going to continue to do what I said I was going to do, which is advise you of your rights and the law. It is public record. And if necessary, I will remind you that this is not legal advice, purely public information. You need to educate yourselves before you implicate yourselves. I would say stop the bullshit, but I think that's asking a little too much. We all have the same freedom of speech, but the First Amendment does not protect you against these things most of the time. So, unsolicited advice, proceed with caution. Oh. Oh my god. She said she's not talking to me. She's talking to you guys. She's not talking to me. She's talking to you. No. She's talking to you, Jason. She's talking to you, Belen. She's talking to you, Kelly. She's talking to you, Cheeks, Christine. Listen, she's talking to y'all. She's not talking to me. She's talking to you guys. What you guys do to her? Sylvia, she's talking to you. Such big words for somebody that should be saying. I know. Itza's like, wow, okay, girl. Not all of us care. I mean, I know she was like gone from the internet. How are you? Does it matter to you, not to me? I'm so glad you're unblocked now. I'm so sorry you've been blocked for like a long time. I didn't even know. I went through my block list. Shout out to you, love. Shout out to you. You said she has no idea what the internet is like these days. She's going to fuck around and find out. This is giving Stephanie Lovin vibes. She's talking to Stephanie Lovins. This is too much. I'm not a good listener. Well, she's talking like a lawyer. She's like, she's going to be taking everybody out. Yeah, she's going to take the whole internet out. You know, I'm just saying. What kind of a weirdo do you have to be to take any advice from this woman? That's what I want to know. Oh my God. She lived with her lawyer. Yeah, she did live with her lawyer. Keep that in mind, Platform Boots. So maybe that's why she got a lot of like, you know, a lot to say. But let me tell you what somebody said in the comments. You got to love this. Margot Rival says, calling you a murderer is slander. Got it. How about a neglectful, piss poor excuse for a mother who says she wants to advocate for her daughter, but wouldn't advocate for her by reporting her missing? As long as we're speaking facts, I'm good, right? Shit, I guess if I was going to hire a legal advocate, I hire Casey Anthony. She'll get you out of anything. Casey responds by saying, also slander. Yo, the internet has no chill. What is going on? Oh my God. I don't know. All right, hold up, hold up. Not only did you kill your daughter, but you're ugly. Like, how are you going to be a child killer and ugly? Pick a motherfucking struggle. Yo, oh, can you guys be nice? Look at this. Then somebody said, no one cares, Casey. No one is afraid of you. You can only harm your own child. Go away. You're not welcome here on or TikTok. Everybody's coming for her. She says, this isn't the point. I'm not afraid of you. This isn't the one that you're going to be missing. Just curious. You tried to silence me for years. I chose to live a private life, and I still will. I still spoke out. I still have fought for my daughter, Kaylee. I have fought for our legal system, and I have fought for change. That fight will continue both publicly and behind the scenes. If you fail to see that, you are not the audience I'm addressing anyways. Okay, whatever. Somebody asked, so genuinely asking, some of these comments are wild in spite of people's hate and opinion. Emotional intelligence is lacking in so many, but given how emotionally attached to your story so many people were and still are, how can people perception of the facts of the trial that has formed their opinion, even if their opinion is you were responsible, how is that libelous and slander? Does a jury of your peers find you innocent? Doesn't necessarily mean a person is. Whoo-wee. Let me remind you, it's also illegal to imply you're qualified to practice law or give legal advice if you're not a licensed attorney. Wow. Please give the totality of the post as you see it. Look at they're coming for her. The Substack thing didn't really happen. This person wrote, Donald Trump is worse than any horror story I've written. Oh my God. Why are they? I didn't even know you could post this on a Substack. Look, you can do GIFs. Oh my God. Yo, they're coming for her. Anyways, so the internet said, no, Casey Anthony, we don't like you. Go away. We already have a Gypsy Rose. We don't need a Casey Anthony. That's what people are saying. Hold up. And by the way, I guess there was a judge who basically said, a legal advocate who spoke on TMZ and said that Casey Anthony only craves the spotlight and money. Murder trial judge says, I think it's the original judge who was sitting on that case. That is crazy. You agree? I'm sorry. I did. This time I didn't see it. I didn't even misread. I'm telling you, man. Sometimes my eyes go crazy. You can't make this stuff up. Her lawyer is going to be Busby. Oh, she should team up with Busby. That's what I got to say. That's what I got to say. So, anyways, let me know if Casey Anthony is uncanceled for 2025. Let me know what you guys think. Will she be okay? Let me know. What do y'all think? Will she survive this? Let me know. Anyways, let's move on from that little clown show and let's talk about something a little bit more serious. Okay, this is crazy. This is a crazy story. All right. And I can't say that I am like well versed in this band, but some of y'all Gen Xers might be. Let me know if you are, if you know, or what. When did you hear this? Did y'all hear about this? So there's an 80s rocker fiance dead after tragic incident. Incident. Oh, Lord. The woman's body has not been found yet, according to reports. And this was March 4th. It's been reported March 4th. So I missed this story till somebody emailed me and said, hey, can you look into this? I'm not familiar with them. I'm not, y'all. I'm being very honest, but it was a story that probably needs some light. So her name is Kimberly Burch, fiance to 80s rocker. Is it Taime Downe? Has died after a tragic cruise ship incident. This is news reports that revealed she was 56 years old. 56 years old. You're a Gen Xer and you've never heard of this guy. Okay, good. I'm not. Well, now I don't feel too bad. Okay. So, according to TMZ, Faster Pussycat frontman was on board a Royal Caribbean cruise when his fiancee fell to death somewhere between the Bahamas. Somewhere near between the Bahamas? Her body has not been found. Kimberly's mother, is it Carnell Burch, told the publication that Downe called her on Monday, March 3rd, to deliver the tragic news. She said the incident followed a heated exchange between her daughter and Downe, though it's still unclear if Kimberly jumped or accidentally fell from the ship. Oh no, we're not. Wait a minute. So they had an argument and she fell. They don't know if she fell, and this happened March 3rd. It sounds sus, right? Okay, so then it says Carnell also insisted that her daughter wouldn't purposely hurt herself and noted that Kimberly had been drinking on the cruise, which wasn't unusual behavior for her. A spokesperson for Royal Caribbean told TMZ, our crew immediately launched a search and rescue effort, is working with local authorities, and we're providing support and assistance to the guest's family during this difficult time. To respect the privacy of our guests, our guest family, we have no additional details to share. Downe and the rest of the Faster Pussycats was featured on the act of the 80s theme cruise, along with performances of Squeeze, Adam Ant, Tiffany, and Men at Work. Just days prior to the incident, Kimberly shared an Instagram selfie with Downe to say, "We made it," shortly after arriving the ship, which departed from Miami, Florida. Huh. A representative for the U.S. Coast Guard told the outlet that the incident occurred roughly 20 miles away from Freeport, Bahamas. Yeah, how convenient. She just jumped out of the ship. Something tells me something's weird about this. So her body remains missing. And I'm going to look and see. We really don't have a whole lot of details, guys. Again, her name is Kimberly Burch with a U, not an I. And so the 80s Rockstar fiance dies in plunge from the cruise ship where he was playing a gig. Oh my God. Have they found her yet, though? So that was March 4th. We're on the 5th now. They haven't said anything, y'all. Like, this don't make any sense at all. This is them. They've been together for 6 years. Wow. Been together for 6 years. That is awful. Always wanted to cruise, but yeah. Right. Like, any crime can happen. You gotta be careful with that. Jen, you gotta be careful with that. Honestly, you have to be careful with that. But I'm kind of curious about this too. So I'm gonna look into it a little bit more, given that we don't have a lot of details yet. So what happened? Do they have cameras? Do we know like where they are? It sounds like they might have been arguing and then she fell over. I still want to go on a cruise. I would still go on a cruise. Oh yeah, yeah. I just wouldn't go on a cruise if I'm arguing with somebody. You know what I mean? Like, definitely go on a cruise with somebody that you trust, because you just never really know what to expect. You never know. Right. It could be a freak accident, but also could be ... Mm-mm. It's on my bucket list. I want to go on a cruise. I really do. But I don't know. Maybe that'll be something about I like the ocean. I like water. Um, but we'll see. All the crimes on the cruises are rarely investigated correctly because they always fight about who is in charge of it. Right? Jurisdiction being an issue, just like Jen was saying earlier. Yes. And yep, that's an interesting thing. I mean, if you want to get away with murder, that would be a thing, right? You said, wasn't there a movie recent where a dude killed somebody on a cruise ship because he hated the guy playing the music on a portable speaker? What was that movie? I don't know. I don't know. Cheeks, thank you for telling the people to hit the like button. That international waters thing is a thing, though. That's a trip, you know? Lots of drink. See, and I don't know if I would be paranoid to do lots of drinking. That would be a place I want to go. I want to go to the Bahamas. I do. But yeah. Oh, really? River cruise is more of the vibe for me. Less likely to get stuck out in the water or getting lost. I don't even a river cruise better than an ocean. So I didn't even know they did river cruises. They do those. Where do you go on a river cruise? I would rather do an all inclusive. Right. Me too. Anyways, we'll look into that one. I just didn't see anybody reporting it, so I wanted to make sure I talked a little bit about it, but that's a bizarre situation. Let's talk about this other bizarre situation, okay? So I heard about this news last night. I had already talked about Gene Hackman and Betsy, and then this came to my attention. Gene Hackman's dog was misidentified as other mysteries swirl around actor's death. How do you and I don't know, I'm learning this. How do you misidentify a dog? Like which dog was misidentified? Mm. Anyways, let's keep reading this. So it says authorities misidentified a deceased dog while investigating the death of actor Gene Hackman and his wife, the pianist Betsy Arakawa, according to the pet care specialist. The couple's German Shepherd named Bear survived, along with the second dog named Nikita, but their pet Kelpie mix Riza, is it Riza? Riza? I think that's how you say that, died, according to Joey Padilla, owner of the Santa Fe Tails pet care facility that's involved in the survival of dog care. It's how do you say that? Why am I having a hard time saying this name? This is the dog's name. Misidentify the dog? Was it? I don't know. Like, that's a great question. Zena? Zena? Why am I putting an R in there? Seems like there would be Sia. I wish I knew how to say the dog's name. Let me know if y'all know how to say the dog's name. Break it down for me in the chat. Police misidentified the dog as a German Shepherd. Andra, thank you. Zena. Why am I like messing that up? Zena. See? All right, cool. Thank you. This is according to the owner of the Santa Fe Tails pet care facility that's involved in the surviving of the dog care. Okay, so hold up. Let me move this article a little bit over here so we can get into it and I can see it a little bit better. The dog that died was always attached to Betsy at the hip, and it was a beautiful relationship. Padilla said in an email statement Tuesday. Cena went from being a return shelter dog to this incredible companion under Betsy's hand. Authorities have been searching for answers after the death of Hackman and Arakawa, who were partially, mummified. Bodies were discovered on February 26th at their Santa Fe home. Hackman and Arakawa may have died up to 2 weeks earlier. So Cena was the one that was found in the kennel in the bathroom closet near Arakawa. Investigators initially noted the discovery of a deceased brown in color German Shepherd canine. Avila acknowledged that sheriff's deputy initially misidentified the breed of the deceased dog. Our deputies, they don't work with canines on a daily basis. So could it be it was just like a misreporting of the kind of dog that it is? 2 dogs were in the background, one full-bred German Shepherd and one German Shepherd mix. Heard the third dog was the kenneled in the closet. Is it possible that it was just an issue of just misidentifying a dog? And that's it? Is this really a new story? They got the breeds wrong? Does it really matter? Well, that's what I want to know. Do y'all think that that really matters? You think it is? Okay. Well, help me understand. Like that they misidentified the breed. I mean, I would have just said a German Shepherd. I wouldn't have thought anything else of it. This happens all the time. But people really feel like this is a really strong thing. I think it's because we're trying to figure out, well, what's going on. Yeah, the cops had a lot going on, and he made a mistake in his reporting. He just got the breeds wrong. That's what I'm understanding of that. Imagine being someone who no one would check on for 2 weeks. Has me feeling some kind of way. Well, what do you guys think? Does it matter that they got the breeds wrong? That they don't know how to identify a dog? Yeah, as long as they know how to identify a person, that's what I care about. I mean, are they trying to distract us? I don't know. In your opinion, do you guys think that this is an important detail? Nowadays, with how people run with smallest details, if you get something wrong, you should correct it, especially in this case like that. Yeah, I would agree. And they're saying like we're not like experts in dogs, but I don't know if there's anything nefarious besides the fact that they got the dog wrong. It's the wrong breed. That's it. And we don't know anything else besides that. Hold up. Yesterday we talked a little bit about this because there's a lot of people that are speculating. Initially, I thought, well, maybe it was like somebody we reported on an expert who said that they didn't think it was like a companion suicide type of situation. But this misidentification of a dog is really getting people going about the misidentification of a dog. I'm wrong. What is it? Wrong dog identified in the Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa thing. I just don't know if it really matters. But people are going off on this. They're saying that maybe this just speaks to the incompetence. I don't know. What is the We don't know. We don't know. Yeah, I guess they think that if you mess up on like this, then you would mess up on all this other stuff. I don't know. You said really important. You misgender. No, Wim. Showing incompetence. I don't know. Sometimes that happens to people too, right? I'm more interested in the fact that it took 2 weeks to find them. I cannot. It's like the chow chow dog chasing you down and turning around and saying it was a lion. See, I would be concerned about it. See that right there? That would be concerning. Those chow chow dogs, they're big and hairy and they do be looking like lions. And then they start chasing you down. You realize, well, I guess that wasn't a chow chow. That was really a lion. I don't think it's a big deal, but people are making it a big deal. It wasn't incompetence. It's a clerical error. But I mean, German Shepherds they have like the same kind of features almost, right? You kind of know when it's a feature. I mean, I wouldn't know a half breed between that one to the other. We just wouldn't. This isn't information that people would know. That's how I feel. Why did the guy say he couldn't get in the house, but police said that the door was open? See, those are details that are more important to me. That right there is important to me. The 911 call thing was important to me. Those are things that I think we would need to pay attention. The fact that the whole what their kids said to the media versus what their relationship was like, that's important to me. The dogs, not really. I just don't think it's a good thing to report. I think they're making a big deal because of the dog, which dog it is. Apparently, bear might be a clue. Really? How so, Arieli? Yes, some people do think that some of this is foul play. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet. I'm gonna be honest with you. I still feel like we don't have enough information. It would be different, I think, if it was just one person that died, but you have 2 people that died. I don't know. Okay, I looked up that advertisement. It didn't disappoint. Oh my god, I don't even know what you're talking about. Let's see. That's an interesting thought. Yeah, like these are things that would make sense, right? This would make sense to me to kind of look into. Several breeds look similar. They do. So I don't know. I'm just not going to pay attention to that. But I would say that there are people out there that feel like this is foul play one way or another. They didn't have a bear, James. The dog's name was Bear. I think it's weird that the dog's place didn't call it in after so long. Yeah, when did they notice Morris 17? Huh. Yeah, it's too quick to hop on, but they're not saying that their home was like ransacked. You know what I mean? Like, thank you. I'll check it out. They're not saying that the home was ransacked. They're not saying that that they were robbed or anything like that. They're not saying anything, right? Gene Hackman, to a certain degree, is like Hollywood royalty, you know, because he's kind of like the older Hollywood crowd, if you know what I mean. Like he's the movies that he did, if you go back, I mean, he has been all in Hollywood for many, many years. But yeah, and why are they not talking about the pacemaker? I did hear that it stopped, so they have the time of the day. That's possibly why he fell to the floor, and it happened right by the door that opened. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Yeah, no, like it wasn't like the place was like destroyed or they weren't going through his things or anything like that. You said Dickie feels left out. He is big and hairy too. Sorry, just joined the chat. No worries. That's just my thought. Why are the police even invested in finding out which dog survived? Just a thought. I think a lot of us have a lot of questions about this. Here's my question is, who died first? Do we even know? In my opinion, it matters who died first too. Everyone feels bad for the dog. It's bizarre, 2 people dead, and this is the news story. Everyone feels bad. I mean, think we feel bad for both of them and the dog. I think you could feel bad for both, you know? Yep, he was a diverse actor, long career, decent history. No allegations, nothing like that. Who died first? That's the question that I have. Like, I'm wondering about that. Like, who passed away first? I feel bad for them, but the dog was stuck too. That's the other thing too. Would it change? The only thing I can think of for the dog is that if the dog is particularly aggressive with strangers, that could mean something that it was put away and the only one. Yeah, one dog being in the kennel and the other one's being that would make sense too. Like, why was the one dog in the kennel? How big was the kennel? Kind of curious. I mean, clearly the dog suffered too. Um, I think a dog can last 1 week with no food or water. So keep that in mind. I think that's an important factor too. There's little things like that, but oh man, hold up. I accidentally zoomed in. I did it again. But who and what, like the breeds, I don't think it's important at this point. Jason, do you think he died first and then she died? Huh. What kind of a dog was it so we could look it up? No, it was a big breed. So what it says, the article reads, hold up, that our deputies don't work with canines. Okay, hold up. The couple's German Shepherd named Bear survived along with the second dog named Nikita. But their is it a Kelpie mix? Xena died. So that's not a German Shepherd, right? Let's look at that breed. Is it Kelpie mix? Oh yeah, this is a different kind of dog. This is not a German Shepherd even by looking at it. It's like a cross between Australian and another breed. This is that dog. So it's not the same. It's a mix. It's not the same kind of dog. I would never think that if I look at this dog, I don't I would never think it's a German Shepherd. I would think maybe a mix, but it's not giving German Shepherd, right? He's a cute dog, though. Look at that. So gorgeous. He's just so cute. Just a cute dog. So this is the dog that died. This is this was the breed, basically. I would have never thought. I would have never, but I don't know. I'm not a dog expert, so I can't even tell you. So, and it says, according to Jopa, the owner of the Santa Fe Tails Pet Care Facility, so the dog that died was always attached to Betsy at the hip, and it was a beautiful relationship, Badia said in an email statement. Xena went from being a return shelter dog to this incredible companion under Betsy's hands. So it's just a mix-up of dogs, but I would have never, I don't know, maybe they just thought that they were all German Shepherds. I just don't think it's a deal breaker. You know what I mean? Like they're hiding something. Yes. Right? Depending on the markings of this dog, I could see someone at first glance to think that it was a German Shepherd, especially if the dog had been gone as long as it had been gone. Yeah. I don't know. It's the wrong dog, right? The other dog, Nikita, was outside. I have no idea. I mean, it's just a bizarre situation. Thank you, everybody that's here. Unapproachable light. It's a sad situation. This was the dog that they adopted from the shelter. Yeah, this was the return dog. You said, and wouldn't the outside dog bark, alert neighbors? There was a doggy door, but they'd be hungry, right? My rescue hound dog looks like me at me sideways if their dinner is late. Dogs remember. Yeah, isn't it given like Labrador more than German Shepherd? So yes, this is the dog that died. This the Calpi. Is that how you say that? I think so. See, I don't know my breeds, y'all. I have a miniature poodle. That's what I have. And that miniature poodle is a pain in the ass. Yes, it is. But we love him. Evidently, they were training the dogs for the Westminster show. Ah. My dog just had DNA. My son, did you mean my son? Or my dog? My son just had DNA done on his dog. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misread this. Allison, I'm so sorry. I thought you meant to say my dog. I'm sorry. My son just had DNA done on his dog. We knew it had Chihuahua, but he was mostly poodle. Never thought poodle. Ah, was it because of the hair? Was there any hair on the Chihuahua? Because they have those like Chihuahuas with hairs too. Sorry, Allison. I misread your comment. Yeah, after laying there so long, would we know who died first? That's the question that I have. Are we ever really going to know who died first? That's crazy. I don't know. You said that's what I think. Someone else put the dog in the kennel. I think he died first. I don't know, man. My mom had a standard poodle when I was born. Poodles are amazing. They're very they're good dogs, especially around kids. I definitely recommend poodles. Like the dog we've had, very old dog, 10 years, 13 years now, 13 years, and has been around for middle child and now baby bunny, and doesn't bite, baby, never bitten any of the kids, never. And he was a shelter dog too. We adopted him from a shelter. They were going to put him down. This was many years ago. So yeah, he's a rescue dog. But he's very protective, and he's attached to certain people. But yeah, they should know when he died. Did he have a pacemaker? I think they're going to look at that too. I don't know, y'all. But our dogs know exactly when it's feeding and snacking time. So those dogs were probably really hungry, guys. Very hungry, I would say. They do know when do they know when the pacemaker stopped? We don't know yet. Well, they do. They said it was the 17th of February, which was President's Day. That's when they said that the activity stopped. So does that mean that he died that day? Or did he die before that? When did he die? Was it the pacemaker stopping that led to his death? I don't want to assume. I'm assuming if your pacemaker stops, you die, right? Like, isn't that what happens? But I'm not an expert at this, so I don't know. I'm assuming that if it stops working, that's the day that he would have died, the 17th of February. And then they were found 9 days after. But who died first? Right, you go into cardiac arrest. Did he go into cardiac arrest immediately? Like, what happened? Just all of it is so suspect. That's how I feel. But I don't know, guys. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Oh my God, it's just a lot. Pacemaker shocks the heart and then stops if there's no activity. Right. Will we ever truly know everything that happened? Probably not. We probably won't even know who died first, to be quite honest. We probably won't. So all of this is very suspect, in my opinion. We don't have enough questions. We don't have enough answers. We don't have enough anything at this point. If you know what I mean. That would be my question, is who died first? Hey, Jeanette. You said she runs to get the pills, slips or has an event herself, scatters the pills all over. Yeah. That's what I'm assuming. If you pass away, does your pacemaker continue to try to revive you until it dies? I guess it depends the kind, right? Because they're like nowadays, I guess you can have a pacemaker with like freaking like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. I didn't even know that. But I thought when we were talking about this yesterday, we talked about the fact that the pacemaker doesn't always alert your, you know, provider or your healthcare, like your anybody, that it stopped working. It might measure irregularities, but you would think that we would be far in advance to like be able to measure that. Like if it stops all of a sudden, it depends on what kind it is. How much are pacemakers? Gotcha. Yes. His pacemaker stopped on the 17th of February. How much does a pacemaker well, there's a surgery, right? You have to have a surgery. Holy shit. Look at this. 19,000 to 96,000 depending on the type of complexity of the device. The surgery itself. And then if you need a battery replacement, that's also a surgery too. Damn. That, like, what? You say you can donate your loved ones' pacemakers to animals. I didn't know this. Wow. This is what it looks like, guys. So pacemakers are covered by insurance, Medicare, and private insurance too. Well, that's good. Whatever that means. That's interesting. Microwave energies can give certain issues with some devices. They're so expensive, guys. Right. That's what I'm wondering. You said it won't revive you. I'm wondering if it continues working after you've gone into it no longer works. Oh my God, Morris. $100,000? Listen, staying alive, you will be in debt. Okay? That's no joke. $100,000? It's like a down payment to a house. Not even. I mean, I'm just, wow. Hey, that Ellen. That's crazy. That is crazy. Your mom had a pacemaker? I just didn't know how expensive they were. They're very expensive. But I mean, This guy's like a Hollywood legend. I'm sure that he could have afforded, with he had a lot of money, maybe he had that place in there. My thing is that like his children weren't checking on him. They were just kind of letting him be. And yes, I get it. People will say, well, maybe, he was living his own life type of, yeah, that could be, they could very well be out about their own. Maybe, but still, it's just like you spoke to the media. You didn't even know. Well, we think it was carbon monoxide. Well, how the hell did you know? I don't know. That whole situation is so suspect. My husband meds were, oh my God, every 6 months. Yeah, I know. What house are you buying? I know, right? I'm like, damn, that's a down payment for a McMansion. You're right, Andrew. You're right. You don't need that. But if you want a McMansion, that's definitely a down payment for one. That's for sure. That's just crazy, you guys. She had a machine that gave him updates to her doctors, but when she passed, no one called her, nothing. This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. They did, right? And they lived quietly. There's only 2 other houses around them. Well, I mean, they didn't have like next door neighbors. They had it's like a gated community, and they might have had neighbors, but it doesn't seem like they had next door neighbors. These are people that you want to check up on just to see how they're doing. Like, you don't have to be family to check up on a person. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just check up, especially if you notice that, they have health concerns or stuff like that. You want to be able to do that just to see if they're doing okay. That's it. But if I had a pacemaker, I'd program it to stop once I turn 80. I don't want to live past that. No, don't say that. No, their neighborhood said that they didn't interact with them. That's too much. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Morris. That's like traumatizing. Mm-mm. Hey, Chico, have a good day, okay? All right, guys. Well, I'm going to head out. Can you guys do me a favor and hit the like button? I would really, really appreciate it. Help support the channel that way. Shout out to everybody that was here. I will see you guys on the next one because I need more coffee. I need more coffee. I definitely need more coffee. I guess we'll see what happens. What turns out, I just don't think that this dog story was we just don't know. I think we're just going to have to wait to see what comes out. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah. And then they were estranged from their kids. How CD, they not, like nothing, Darcy. They didn't have anything on those kids. Or excuse me, on the parents. But they were quick to talk to the media. I don't know. And if your name is Stephanie Lovins, don't be coming to no Mexican restaurants, girl. They don't want you. Mm-mm. You can go to Taco Bell. Just can't go to no authentic Mexican restaurants. You're not allowed, Stephanie. If anybody knows Stephanie Lovins, let her know that she's not allowed in any Mexican restaurants. She could probably go to Taco Bell or Chipotle, but she's not allowed at a Mexican restaurant. Nope. The people have decided nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope, not allowed. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.